Hi and welcome to Richard's Home Mechanics, and I hope you're all very well out there, and thank you for visiting me. This is just an update of what I've had to do today on a Saturday. Unfortunately I couldn't actually video much of the work I was doing because due to circumstances beyond my control, I had to get a car very quickly MOT'd and back on the road for my wife Sue. So we normally do have a spare car sitting on the drive, and this particular car I bought off my friend Paul as a spares and repair, and that's how we bought it. I picked it up 6 months ago, July, something like that, I don't know, May, June, July, and it's sat on the drive ever since. And I've had to call it into action, so I had to get an MOT. Obviously the MOT had expired, but I did a real rookie mistake. I parked it up, walked away, and I left the handbrake on. And if anyone knows that, the handbrake has seized solid, or had seized solid. A real rookie mistake. Normally I automatically, if I know the car's going to sit up, I'll release the handbrake and put chocks under the wheels, but I wasn't sure at the time how quickly I would get this car done, and unfortunately I didn't, because I've got other projects. I've got the motorcycles here that I'm working on with Suzuki, as we all know, the GS250. So the car had to sit. But now the scenario is I've got to get it back on the road. So I thought to myself, oh, it's not too bad. I booked an MOT in for it this Saturday for 12:30. So what I done, I got up a little bit early, jacked it up, checked the brakes, and realised the near side, no, the offside handbrake is not working. The rest of the brakes are working. The near side is working, but the offside, so that's an instant MOT fail. So I've had to cancel it, the MOT, which is life, and have a look what's going on. So let's see what I found on this little motor. For a start, it is worn out, and I did buy it at spares and repairs, and that's the way it goes. Disc brake, brake pad, there's no meat on it. It's running metal to metal on the rear. That was the side that had the problem. As you can see, I've got all the discs here. The discs, again, through age, are absolutely shot to bits. They're going to have to replace them. Never mind. But the biggest problem was, if you do let brake pads wear right down, the piston that pushes them out can sometimes pop out, and unfortunately this is what the problem was on here, one of the problems. And this is the rear brake caliper, and what was on here is the piston in there, just there, had come right out, and it weren't having it. Now you get two sorts of pistons. You get brake caliper pistons that you can push in with a G-clamp, or you get ones that wind in. Now these are wind-ins. No problem, I thought. I've got a wind-in tool with all different attachments. It wasn't having it. I had to take the piston out. I had to pop it completely out. When that comes out, this little black seal comes out with it. It was over an hour trying to get that back, but thankfully, perseverance, and just walking away for a bit, coming back, we've got it done. So that's now ready to go on. So anyway, the scenario was, we know the caliper had popped out, causing the problem for the brake not to work. Now what caused it, I don't know. Anyway, we'll actually do, because I found it. So I've looked around the car. Let's have a quick look at the motor and see where I've been working on it. It's an old Vauxhall Astra, I bought off my friend Paul. As you say, spares and repairs, I knew that, and I just hadn't got round to repairing it. Now as you can see here, I've taken all the brake caliper off. Let's get my hand out of the way. Here we go. Brake calipers off. I've put a clamp on there. This is obviously going to need bleeding again, obviously. But this was the troublesome side. This is the troublesome side. Now what had happened, let's have a look at the other side. I've had a quick look round. All the fun of the fair. Oh God, I need a bath, don't I? Look at me. Crikey. Anyway, so what we've got here, this is the other side, look. So we've dropped this caliper out already. Now you can see the state of that caliper. This ain't going to be a 5-minute job, look. Brake pads are down again, unfortunately. It's corroded. Breaking these nuts off here, these bolts, was horrendous. I put my impact on it and it weren't having it. Eventually I had to put a 4-foot breaker bar on it to unbreak them. But I say, it's probably originally never been taken off since it was new. So anyway, the issue was, these brake systems work like hydraulically for your normal pads, yeah, which is there, in there. But to operate the handbrake, it's done by a manual cable, which operates then swashes the oil inside by a mechanism, etc., etc. And what had happened is, eventually, I found it. The handbrake couldn't work out why. Near side worked perfect, and all the brakes worked, and even the normal brakes worked. But it would do on the offside because the handbrake is absolutely independent of the normal brakes. Anyway, I found the problem eventually. Had a busy Saturday, I'll tell you. And the problem is this. Can you see that? That is the rear brake cable, or cables. Comes as a complete kit. Now, as you can see from the front, if I point down to there, that clips on just underneath your handle where you pull the lever up, your handbrake comes along, and then it splits off, goes to the near side, and then goes to the near side, then goes to the off side. There you go. So what had happened, I thought, I ain't going to mess about trying to work under a car, fiddling it. The best thing to do is, you can fix things in situ, but I tend to like taking them completely out. So I've dropped the cable right out. Took me about 20 minutes, not a problem. But routing it, it'll be the fun again, but I've got a mental note, and I took a couple of pictures, so it's not a problem. So anyway, what I discovered, if we come back into the workshop, it's a bit cold out there. Now, this is one of the splits, yeah? Now this end connects onto the caliper, your rear brake caliper, and this is the near side. And if you can see this, that works, look, it's going in. I'll push it in, look. No resistance. Now if I pick up the offside, and we'll have a look at that. Not so clever. Look, let's go here. That's the offside one. That's as stiff as a board. That's not having it. So what's caused that, I wonder? And if you do inspection, I inspected it, and let's have a look. I found somewhere there is corrosion. Let's have a look. Here we go. I'm just going to hold it up like that. Can you see? That's just there. It's hard because it's heavy. The cable, as the outer sheath is split, has let the water in, and water and cables without lubricant rust. And what happened is just rusted it. So anyway, what turned out, I thought would be a nice Saturday morning, half an hour outside, down to the MOT, while the old car's being MOT, nip down to the local cafe and have a full Monty. Didn't happen. Had egg on toast instead at home. So anyway, I'm going to get on and order some parts. Needs to be done. Thank you for still watching me. I know I haven't put any videos on lately, but I've been so busy. You know, I've still got this Suzuki here I'm working on. That's been put on hold. I've got all the parts for it. I just haven't got time with work life and you know, social life and home life. You know, went away recently the weekend. Anyway, so thank you for watching my video. To my old subscribers there, I'm still out there. Take care, and hopefully we'll speak to you soon. Catch you later.